Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you some tips and tricks for creating DIYs with a heat gun. There's a lot of them, but I'm going to share only a few with you and I really hope you will like them. For DIY number one, I took this piece of wood that I had in my garage. It really doesn't matter the dimensions of it. You can use what you have, and I will sand it a little bit on top and especially around the edges. I wanted them nice and smooth and round. After that, I'm taking Jenga blocks from the Dollar Tree and I'm going to take 8 of them and glue them in a row, straight row, and then I'm going to take 2 and 2 glued together with the Gorilla Wood glue. I'm going to do that 2 times, and here it is, and I'm going to put that to the side and let it dry. After that, I'm taking this tape from the Dollar Tree. I'm putting 2 of them, creating a line in between. Now I'm going to take this lemon juice. That is something that you can use to paint over wood, and after that, using a heat gun, it will actually darken the wood. Now this tape didn't work at all, so my line was definitely not neat. Nevertheless, I took this lightly heat gun, my new heat gun, and I went over this part that I actually painted, let's say, with lemon juice. And after some time, this portion started getting darker and darker, and here it is. So you can see how not completely straight it is, but it really looks nice. After that, I'm taking this Jenga blocks, 2 pieces, and put them aside. That way it creates kind of a U shape. And then I will leave it to dry. After it was completely dried, I will take black acrylic paint and I will give this one good coat. After I painted it, I took my heat gun and I used it for drying this paint. So as you know, most of us use a heat gun to dry things. Now after I was done with that, I am taking this polyurethane water-based and I am going over my board. Here it is, and now I'm going to use the wood glue to attach these legs to the bottom of my board. What I like about this technique with the lemon juice and a wood and a heat gun is that it really creates that beautiful darker color of wood, and you don't have to use chemicals, you don't have to buy anything. Pretty much a lot of us have at home lemon juice, so this really worked out very well and I love how this turned out. Please tell me in the comments down below, what do you think? You saw me earlier using this heat gun. I partnered with a Lightly company that provided me this battery operated heat gun. It is actually a pretty strong heat gun that helped me create that beautiful decor that you already saw, and a lot of other things that I'm going to show you later. It has 3 settings, as you can see over here. And it has that hook on the top where you can hang it in your crafting space. They also have a lot of other things on their website, not only this heat gun, which is very convenient. A lot of these things are battery operated and the batteries are interchangeable. So if you would like to go ahead and check out all kinds of things that they have on their website, I will have their website linked in the description box, as well as the coupon code for you guys. That is 5% off discount code, so you can go ahead and use it if you purchased something. So make sure to go ahead and check them out. Now let's go ahead and start with a DIY number 2. For this project, I'm going to be using this small mirror that I had in my stash. Then I'm going to be cutting out cardboard a little bit larger than the mirror. Then I'm taking these craft sticks. Some of them are leftover from previous projects, but what I'm going to be using is these 2 sizes. And I'm going to cut them all out to those 2 sizes. Now I will go ahead and put a wood glue and glue these 2 together. You can really use any glue that you have. This is what I had outside, so I used it and it worked perfectly. Now I cut all of these, like I said, to the size, these 2 sizes, and I also curved the bottoms, as you can see over here, to fit perfectly around the mirror. Now I'm going to start with the larger ones and I will apply wood glue and I will position them all the way around the mirror. Now if you're doing this, you don't have to be so generous with wood glue because it's seeping through. I made a mistake. On the bottom ones it doesn't matter because you can't really see, but when you start the second layer, the less is the better. So this is the first layer. This is how it looks like. Now I'm going to start with these smaller ones and put them in between those larger ones. And this is what I'm saying. I did put a little bit but when you press it down, the glue still seeps through. And yes, I clean it out, but later you can see after I use the heat gun, and you'll see in just a minute. It is not bad, but I just want to spare you from making the same mistake. Okay, this is how it looks like. Already so cute, but what I'm going to be doing is taking this heat gun, putting it onto the high heat, and I will just start heating without any addition of lemon juice or anything else. I will just heat the edges or pretty much torch it. As you can see, I added a nozzle on top that has a pointed end. That way it is really blowing the heat where I want it. After it was done, this is how it turned out. As you can see, it is a little bit darker than when you're using lemon juice. Either way, I love this one as much as I love the first one. It is so unique, but I want to hear what do you guys think about this project. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy you guys are here. I make a lot of budget-friendly DIYs, decor ideas, thrift flips, and some home improvement DIYs. They're coming, I promise. We just had a lot of work to do, and we still have them in mind. I want to share with you. If you like that, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new, please subscribe. I would love to have you. Don't forget to click on notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. I am on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. Come and say hi. I would love to get to know you. Okay, DIY number 3. I'm using this wood round that actually came from Target Dollar Spot for $3, but I purchased it at dirt cheap for 30 cents. So I'm taking off the hanger part, and I am then using my heat gun with the nozzle, pointed nozzle, to peel off the stickers. So that's another use for this heat gun. I am sanding off everything, and I'm gonna fill out these 2 holes with a wood filler. After that, to speed out the drying, I'm also using a heat gun. I didn't show that, but after that and everything was sanded, I am using a little bit of water and acrylic paint in a color white, and after that I am just pouring it over this wood round. Now, I did not mix this paint really good, so I like those little chunks that are there. That's my just personal preference, and I added a few drops of a black one, and I just mixed it all around. I didn't really have exact picture what I want. I just wanted some abstract colors and abstract details. So after that, I am starting to adding more and more, and I am mixing it up with my hand, and I am adding more colors, and I'm using the heat gun to actually move around the color a little bit and making it more smooth. And then when, as you can see over here, it's moving it around, and then when I apply more heat and more closer to the, I'm putting it more closer to the surface, it gives that crackle effect, and that's what I really like. Now after that, I am just using a toothbrush and adding a paint in a layers, and then I am taking my heat gun again, but this time I'm going to be using the option that is 0, as you can see, or actually O, which means no heat. After that, this is how it turned out. I am going to be using macrame cord that I had on hand and some of the beads to create a handle, and I'm just going to hot glue it on the back, and that's going to be it for this project. This is just cute, a little addition to any wall, or even without a handle, you can add it to a shelf. I just think it's so cute, and I just wanted to show you another way to use the heat gun. Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. Okay, last DIY for today, DIY number 4. I'm using this wood plank from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be using this also welcome part from this decor piece from the Dollar Tree, and this is a metal, that's why I can use it as a stencil with my heat gun. Now I'm using the part that it says H, which is like high heat, and I decided to use a nozzle, and I was just pretty much heating it until the wood turned brown. And when I took it off, this is how it turned out. Since this one was not a real stencil, it wasn't really flat, the words did not come out completely clean. So that's why I use this, I believe it's called wood chisel, and I am just kind of scraping off the parts in between the letters. That way I'm giving the letters more definition. If you have some other kind of stencil that is metal stencil, definitely this method will work even better. But either way, after doing this, I really like how it turned out. Next step, it would be to take this heat gun again with the pointed nozzle to go around the edges and added that torch effect, or actually burnt effect. This is how it turned out. Then I'm using my drill and I am drilling 2 holes on each side of this plank that will help me attach it to the wreath. So now I'm taking this wreath form that came from Target Dollar Spot. I got it, I think, 2 years ago for $3. And I'm using a wire that I had on hand, and I am just attaching it through that hole that I just created on both sides. So after I was done attaching this plaque, this is how it looks like. I wanted a little offset. Then I'm taking the greenery from the Dollar Tree that I just had on hand, and I'm just pushing it through this wire. I didn't want to add a hot glue if I didn't need to. So I'm adding a little more on the left side and making it a little taller to kind of balance out that plaque that is positioned sideways. And I'm also adding a little pop of color to cover up the holes. After it was done, this is how it looks like. Then I have a little piece of leather strap, and I'm just pulling it through, creating a little handle, or you know what I mean. And that's it for this cute little wreath. I think this Towards the Welcome plaque really added something special. Okay, these are my ideas. Please tell me in the comments down below which one was your favorite. Would you maybe try to recreate it? Make sure to go ahead and check out my description box for the link and use the code that I have for you. Like this video, share this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.